Welcome back to Beyond Canva, the podcast where we will explore the latest trends of information design in the online world and love to villainize Canva, the popular graphic design web program. I'm Miranda, and I'm here today with Chonlada and Steven to share our opinions on designing for social media and how to get people to reshare your message. Each of us has prepared our thoughts on one reason you might make Instagram graphics, and we have come together today to share. But before that we jump into that, I want to clarify that this podcast is not only for graphic designers by any means. Graphic designers already know what they're doing, so these tips are just for anyone who's interested in improving their social media posts. We love to hate on Canva, but it's actually a good place to start, especially for beginners, and many of our tips can be used there as well. But relying too much on generic templates is much more limiting than learning how to make your own and be truly creative.
Yeah, I can just start us off by saying social media platforms have revolutionized the way that businesses connect with their target audience. So this was proven during the COVID-19 pandemic when local businesses were unable to function in person and converge to an online system. And with millions of active users on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, advertising on social media has become an indispensable tool for marketers. And as a consumer, I often browse social media looking for the latest products like small accessories, hats, stickers that small businesses make. However, these cute products may seem, the overuse of Canva templates and Canva assets makes any attempt at advertisement look unprofessional and undesirable. It also gives red flags to consumers because unappealing design can make businesses appear to be untrustworthy. Understanding the visual hierarchy of design and complementing colors and understanding typography are just some of many visual principles that are important in information design.
That's a great point, Steven. Next, you all might be familiar with clubs or see people posting about events in their stories. These Instagram infographics tend to include a few key pieces of information, like a time, place, and even a short description that might inspire people to look into it. Perhaps they might include a previous year's event, and then that would be included for marketing purposes. Or it might advertise free Little Caesars pizza to lure people in. Choices to include all of these things will be targeted to the specific situation and how to get people interested. For example, a QR code isn't ideal if it will be shared virtually, since people won't be able to scan with their phones if they're currently using their phones. A sports event won't be advertising junk food. A movie party is more likely to serve popcorn than the debate club. Targeting these choices to different scenarios is what's most important to get people interested in your event. And getting people involved can apply outside of just events to signing up for email lists, online Discord servers, and more. So now it's time to hate on Canva. Canva supplies a very limited quantity of graphic elements and templates, which are useful for common events such as a Christmas party or a wedding announcement. However, this is very generic and doesn't make your event stand out as being unique and different from others. It can feel very cookie-cutter with a design that communicates all the necessary information, but is not very visually appealing. Canva uses a default hierarchy as well, and you want to target your specific hierarchy to what information needs to be seen first in your situation. And in a situation where you must convince others to interact with your posts, you need people to find your graphics very interesting and create a design and hierarchy that intentionally controls how the viewer's eyes go first and ensures that they immediately see the information that's important. Not only will this convince people to share it with their own story, but it will also generate interest and involvement with your organization.
I agree, Miranda. Hi, Instagrammer. Lately, my feed has been flooded with political news because Thailand, my home country, is currently in the midst of a monumental election, and it's got me thinking about why Instagram, a visual platform, is filled with politics. Let's explore a couple of reasons together. Instagram's diverse user base attracts those interested in politics, making it a convenient platform for news outlets, journalists, and activists to share their perspective and reach a wide audience. The 24-hour temporary nature of Instagram stories also create urgency, prompting users to engage and share political news. Stories spread quickly, sparkling conversation and raising awareness. However, it's crucial to exercise critical thinking on social media. Verify information from reliable sources before accepting it as truth. Now, let's dive into the design elements that make political posts on Instagram stories effective. To grab attention, use eye-catching visuals like images or videos. Engaging politics stories feature concise and readable text. Interactive Features like stickers, polls, or question boxes keep your audience engaged. Consistent brand elements such as logos, colors, and fonts create a recognizable identity. Transform complex information into visual appealing infographics or charts. Also include a call to action with swipe up links for further exploration. Don't forget to use headlines, key points, or quotes to convey your main message. Here are a few additional tips of do's and don'ts. When creating infographics or charts, remember to include a zero baselines in bar charts and keep shading simple. Highlight important slices in pie charts and display total values in donut pie charts. Avoid distracting shades, using too many tricks, or using overly complex three-dimensional rendering. I hope these tips help you create impactful infographics for political news or any other topic using design tools beyond Canva, like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, or Figma.
Those are definitely helpful tips, Chonlada. Overall, to get people involved through Instagram infographics, you must keep in mind principles of good information design and be intentional about all of your design choices. This is where an over-reliance on Canva becomes problematic. Improving hierarchy and creating graphics on your own can help solve this problem and create more dynamic designs for your organization. So we hope you enjoyed listening to this podcast and that you've learned a bit about what to include in your future posts. Remember to share this podcast with your story and make sure to include our cover on your post, as it gives you all the information you need to find us online. And as is our message in this podcast, go beyond Canva. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.
Bye.